From John Curtis Christian School in River Ridge, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you high school basketball. This afternoon, it's a Division I boys quarterfinal matchup as the Brother Martin Crusaders travel across town to face their District 9 5A rivals, the John Curtis Patriots. Hello, everybody. I'm Ken Berthelot, along with Holy Cross High School Athletics Director and Head Basketball Coach, Mr. Kirkwood. And we're here to bring you all of today's action with our great Crescent City crew. And we've got a good one between these two schools in a quarterfinal game because it's a chance to make the semifinals, and who knows, you're 2 games away from a state championship, even though St. Paul stands in the way. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But Mr. Kirkwood, you coached against both of these teams. How do you see this game today?
This is going to be a possession-by-possession game. Brother Martin's going to be very calculated and getting a lot of their mid-range shots through their offense. John Curtis is athletic and rangy. They're going to pick you up full court because they have a lot of athletes, and they can shoot the ball well. So this is going to be a very exciting game.
Now, this is one of 4 quarterfinals, and St. Paul's won their game. Brother Martin and John Curtis, the winner will play St. Paul's next Thursday in the Cajun Dome. The finals would be Saturday in the Cajun Dome in Lafayette. The other 2 games today, starting at 3 p.m., are Scotlandville and McKinley, and Catholic Baton Rouge and Shaw. So as you look at the quarterfinals, who do you see, and how do you scout Scotlandville and McKinley and Catholic and Shaw?
So Scotlandville's been to the state championship game the last 10 years, so they're going to be battle tested. They may move on against McKinley today. Shaw, obviously, being in the Catholic League, all of the games are tough. It's a very, very tough league, so they should be able to pull one off against Catholic if they're healthy. If Shaw's healthy, they're going to be able to make a push for the state championship.
And let's take this opportunity to congratulate, since we are here at John Curtis Christian, the John Curtis girls team who won a state championship last night. And that was a pretty big win. They beat McKinley on the girls' side to win their 6th consecutive state championship in girls basketball ever since the LHSAA split it into the selects and the non-selects. The John Curtis women's program has won the state championship under head coach Tamika Johnson. And what a record for her, and what an accomplishment for the school.
Yes, that's a huge accomplishment to win 6 straight. Every year it's a different group of girls that she has to mold, or any coach has to mold. So it's always a tough accomplishment to achieve a state championship at the end of the year. So kudos to Tamika Johnson.
And by the way, they've won a lot of state championships here. You think it's just football, but it's the 81st state championship for John Curtis Christian School, and football only has 27. Now I say only, so that's 27 big ones in football, but 81 state championships for John Curtis Christian School, and the last 6 of those in basketball have gone to the girls program. But I know it's something that Coach Bill Lewitt at John Curtis Christian would like to change. He's very close, but he was there and he saw, of course he's got to win this one first, but he saw how good St. Paul's was and what they did to their opponent. A 41-point win, 69-28 over Byrd in the quarters.
So John Curtis has all the twos to compete for a state championship. That St. Paul's team's very, very good. They have a senior-laden team. They're well coached by Stephen Dale. A lot of guys can shoot, so it's tough to play a team that has a bunch of guys that can just put the ball in the hole and stretch the floor.
Well, we're just about set to go here at John Curtis Christian School. Brother Martin, the visitors, and John Curtis, the home team. So let's take a look at the starting lineups, and as we do, you can comment on these because, again, Mr. Kirkwood, as the athletics director and head basketball coach at Holy Cross High School, New Orleans, has played these teams. Pishon will be one of the guards, 5'11", a sophomore averaging 4.7 points a game. Corey Stillman, and he's going to be the motor on this team, a big 6'4" junior. He's all district, averaging 13.8. One of the other forwards is Marvin Jones, a 6'1" senior, averaging 7.2 points per game. Parker Dinsdale, a 6'4" sophomore, will also be one of the starters. He's averaging 3, and Jace Patton, a 6'2" senior, is the 5th man and rounding out the starting lineup for the Brother Martin Crusaders. All-district player averaging 12 points a game. Let's listen to our invocation and opening prayer. Amen. But head football coach and former athletics director here at John Curtis, J.T. Curtis, delivering the invocation, our national anthem. It's our national anthem here at the John Curtis High School gym as we await the tip of Brother Martin and John Curtis. Just gave you the starting lineups for the Brother Martin Crusaders. Eli Pichon, the sophomore, along with Corey Stillman, the junior. Marvin Jones, a senior. Parker Dinsdale, a sophomore. And Jace Patton, a senior. This is a Brother Martin team with just 2 seniors, 6 juniors, and 5 sophomores. They're young and have reached the quarterfinals with a pretty young team. Not bad for them.
Absolutely. This team's going to go as Corey Stillman goes. Marvin Jones was an absolute monster on Wednesday night when we played him. So if they get production out of those 2 guys, it's going to be tough to beat them tonight.
The starting lineup for the John Curtis Patriots will be Michael Turner, a 6'1 sophomore. And he'll be at one of the forward spots. Buddy Taylor, a 6'1 senior. Might recognize his name if you're a John Curtis Patriot fan. He was the quarterback for the last 3 years on the football team. All-district player. LaRon Lewis, a 6'5 senior.
Chris is probably telling them to settle and play. Protect the basketball. And here again, as I've been saying this whole time, they're going to run their offense to get the best possible shot that they can get.
Stillman has not been a factor so far, and that's one of the keys to the game, was to not let Stillman beat you and take him out of it as much as possible. He's number 2 for the Crusaders. Has the ball right now. Feet underneath, another turnover. Slapped out of bounds, though. And this one will go back to Brother Martin.
Yes, John Curtis is doing a good job containing Stillman. They're bringing 2 guys out to contain him. So
right now, the Crusaders just need to get on the board. May have been a little bump. Foul on
number 10, Parker Dinsdale. They called the block and foul on him.
That's his second person. All right, the officials just talking with the clock operator. And we're just about set to go. Here we go. That has been drive it near the free throw line and take that mid-range. His hook pass underneath, deflected and stolen There's a turnover. Crusaders have it. 2 seconds. They've got to get the shot off. They do get it off. No, it won't go on a great attempt by DJ Fowler. And we have played one here at John Curtis Christian School. And what looked like it was going to be all John Curtis Christian does see him with a 7-point lead. Could have been worse than that for Brother Martin.
It's essentially a 2-possession game, Ken. Brother Martin's going to find their rhythm. Obviously, they're being patient offensively. John Curtis getting out in transition. Both teams are playing well defensively. This is going to be a game that comes down to free throws and who has the ball into the game.
Our officials are from the Lafayette Officials Association. The referee is Kevin Dressel, and the umpires are Gerard Broussard and Kevin McDaniel. Again, the referee, Kevin Dressel, and the umpires, Gerard Broussard and Kevin McDaniel out of the Lafayette Association. And I know a lot of these teams are looking forward to being in Lafayette, but only one of these teams will have a chance. A turnover for the walk nullifies. Oh, my goodness. And again, that's double digit. We're back at John Curtis Christian School. It's halftime, and we're about 90 seconds away from the start of the second half. Ken Berthelot with Holy Cross High School head basketball coach and athletics director, Mr. Kirkwood. And they're back out now, and I guess we ask, what has to happen? I know you talked about it before we took the break real fast, but talk about that, and then I'll give some point totals out to everybody.
Okay, Brother Martin has to continue running their offense, setting screens, getting to the basket. John Curtis has to continue playing the defense that they were playing, get the ball out in transition to try and extend this lead. If either one of them can do what they do, one of them will come out victorious.
For Brother Morton, Stillman was high with 7, including 5 of those coming very late after the 3-minute mark, I believe, of the with about 3 minutes left to go in the half. So he has 7. Not a lot of scoring here. After that, it's Marvin Jones with 3, Patton with 2, West with 1. Lawton has 2 at the free throw line. Fowler has 2. For the Patriots, Michael Turner has 7, followed by LaRon Lewis with 5, Buddy Taylor with 4. And we got Rocket with 2 and Aaron Johnson with 2. So the game plan for the Patriots was to take Stillman out of the game. They did for the first, almost 14 minutes. At least 13 minutes. And in those final 3 minutes, Stillman finally forced his way into the action. What's got to be going through his mind? What is going through Corey Stillman's mind right now?
I got to keep shooting the ball, keep imposing my will. His shot's eventually going to fall. He's a sharpshooter, just like the Altrell Manning kid. He can't get a shot off and make, but once he gets going, he's going to be a problem.
St. Paul's beat Byrd, so they will play the winner of this game as Brother Martin has the ball to start the second half, trailing 21-17. It was as high a lead for John Curtis as 11 at one point. Might have been 12, but I know it was 11. Martin, very, very deliberate, but Stillman hits the side of the backboard, and the rebound goes to the Patriots of John Curtis. John Curtis in white, trimmed in blue and red. Brother Martin in maroon, trimmed in gold. Inside, Big Johnson. Mark Johnson turns, and they've got the bucket. LaRon Lewis early in with a big, big bucket to start this half and extend that lead to 6 at 23-17. But you're seeing the patience that you talked about. Brother Martin, so deliberate in their offense. There's a turn, a bump, and no whistle on that. No harm, no foul. And LaRon Lewis went down hard on the turn and the bump by Ray Lawton. Looked like 2 linebackers colliding, or a linebacker and a fullback.
No doubt about it. Brother Martin's they're going to take the best possible shot that they can get.
Against the double team, Stillman forces the shot, won't go. Rebound and a follow-up foul as Lawton tried to take it to the hoop.
Big fella that'll impose his will out there.
And the foul's on LaRon Lewis. And that is his second first team foul of the second half. And it sends Big Ray Lawton to the line, but he misses. Second shot up. It'll dance around and won't go, and that's the kind of afternoon it's been for Brother Martin. The ball sometimes all over the rim when they do get a shot and it won't fall.
It's just got to fall at the right time, Ken.
How do you make that happen, Coach?
Keep shooting it.
There you go. I like that. That's coaching right there. Keep shooting. Buddy Taylor with the quick out, and the finish by Mark Johnson. 5 for him, 25-17. John Curtis has stretched the lead back to 8 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play, third quarter. Stillman with the ball. He's fronted. Spin move into the paint. Somebody got a hand on it. I believe that was Turner. Michael Turner who got a hand on it. It'll go the other way. There's a 3 from the corner by Michael Turner himself. He now has 10.
That length of Curtis is really bothering Skillman, man.
Crusaders are patient. They're just not getting the shot to fall. Almost a steal. Aggressive defense by John Curtis. And then Short on the layup. Patriots with the ball coming down. They're Short with the shot. No second chances on the last 2 possessions. Crusaders with it. Baseline drive to the hoop with a fancy move. Won't go, but a nice move by Kyron Sumler as you can get. Kyron Sumler with a pretty good move there, Mr. Kirkwood.
Yes, Lawton's trying to force his way into the basket now. At 6'6", he should be able to do whatever he wants to do.
So Lawton at the line. And he gets it. 28-18. Trimmed it one more to 10 as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Buddy Taylor has really been the motor for this John Curtis Christian offense at the point. The big man will take one from outside. It won't go, however. LaRon Lewis. Let's see if the Crusaders can take advantage of it. Good ball work around to Stillman. He picks up a double team wherever he goes.
They're running a second guy at him all the time.
He'll shoot over it, but he had to force it, and then it's stripped out of the hand of Marvin Jones. Taylor all the way to the hoop, and a beautiful move by Buddy Taylor.
You want the ball in Buddy Taylor's hands, I'm telling you.
He is making it happen right now for John Curtis. He is the motor. It's now 30-18. John Curtis with the ball. There's one from the left baseline by Patton that the Crusaders needed desperately to trim it back to 10 as we go under the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Brother Martin with the turnover. Good bounce into Patton, and he can't hold it. Jordan West, the little sophomore. One of the football players on this team.
Yeah, really good football player. Come from a football playing family.
Do you find your football players on basketball teams bring a little extra physicality to the team?
They bring a toughness that you just can't teach that.
Well, that one almost got away from Curtis, but they save it. Buddy Taylor works against a double team, taken away. That's 2 straight turnovers. Can the Crusaders take advantage of this one? No, they can't. It's rejected underneath. Coming the other way. A wide open shot in there by Otrell Manning.
Shooter shooting, just like I said. Keep shooting. Look, he just knocked down a big shot.
33-20 on Otrell's shot, and right now the Crusaders cannot find the basket. If they had a ladder and could drop it into the hoop, it probably wouldn't go. Traveling, and the Crusaders have had advantage of 3 straight turnovers almost down the floor. But how about Otrell Manning? My goodness, what a pretty shot, and that's one of those momentum-gaining shots.
That was a momentum builder right there. But as I said earlier, shooters are going to continue to shoot until they find their rhythm. He just shot, found his.
You missed it earlier. We talked about Otrell Manning. He's only an 8th grader. An 8th grader. And he has 4 colleges already offering him a star of AAU ball and the like. Now there's Mark Johnson with a big hoop. It's 35-20. This is the biggest lead of the night, up to 15 over Brother Martin. And the Crusaders maybe need a timeout to gather together again. Maybe get a little momentum. They're a little off their game. Oh, a bad pass. This one's coming into the front hoop. And he missed the layup. Rocket had an easy layup, and he'll want that one back.
Another transition opportunity gone.
Timeout on the floor with 2:05 to play. Third quarter action. And a 15-point lead by John Curtis over Brother Martin, 35-20. Wow, well, this gives me an opportunity to remind everybody that our third quarter sponsor is Academy Sports and Outdoors. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, who has all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors, all at prices you'll love. And with curbside pickup available now, it's never been easier to shop the top brands in-store and online at academysports.com. What's happening in that Brother Martin huddle right now, Mr. Kirkwood?
I'm sure he's telling them there's no 15-point shot, that they have to play possession-by-possession basketball, get stops and scores. Don't panic. So just continue to play Brother Martin basketball.
Now that was Brother Martin's timeout. They've got a full and 2:30s left. But I think it was a well-taken timeout. It's one that the Crusaders needed to regroup.
Yes, just to give Coach a chance to tell him, man, look, just settle down, keep playing hard, take it possession by possession.
Sometimes you can do everything right and the shots don't fall, and that's frustrating.
Correct.
And as you said, how do you coach them? When I asked you, keep shooting.
Just keep putting the ball in the air.
It's going to go in eventually. Basketball is a game of runs, right?
Law of averages.
Law of averages and a game of runs. You're going to get your turns. Will Brother Martin get the run they need in the final 1:37 of the third quarter? They're trailing by 15. They need some points. They need some turnovers. They just need some shots to fall. West will dump on the drive. Here's a run down the baseline and the layup and score by Marvin Jones on a much-needed basket. He's got 5. 35-22. Curtis with the lead of the basketball. From inside the paint, it's up, it's in by Darius Rocket, and 1. Rocket with his 4th and 5th points of the game stretches it out to a 16-point lead, 38-22 as we near the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Stillman will run it from the top himself. He'll just pull up and shoot, but he cannot find it again early in the second half here with 52, actually midway through the second half. We've got only 49 seconds to play third quarter. Now Brother Martin needs turnovers.
Yes, that was a great defensive possession by Brother Martin to create a turnover.
Now can they finish? In a crowd, turns around. The ball was slapped around. He had to hustle to get it underneath, and a good play under there by Jace Patton. Patton, the man on the spot. Let's see if Curtis now will just run the clock down these final 15 seconds and then take the shot. Moreland Prout. Working his man on top. We'll get it to Buddy Taylor. Double team. Taylor in trouble. Taylor. Fouled by Corey Stillman. That's his first. And I believe only the team's second. Neither team in foul trouble at all as we play these final 2.8 seconds of the third quarter. Taylor with the free throw, 39-24. At the buzzer, he was on the mark, but way short. Jace Patton was, and that's the end of 3. And at the end of 3, it's 39-24. Brother Martin with the lead, Brother Martin trailing the John Curtis Patriots. So as we look at things in the fourth quarter, Ken Berthelot here along with Mr. Kirkwood, Athletics Director and Head Basketball Coach at Holy Cross High School. Are you sitting here feeling like a coach? Are you getting nervous?
Man, I can only imagine what Chris is feeling right now, but I will tell you this. Those kids aren't going to quit. They're going to play hard. They just got to manufacture some stops. Really, I look at it in terms of it's a 15-point game. it's a 6-possession game. So you get 6 stops and 6 scores and you're right back in the game. That's not a lot. 8 minutes is a lot of time left in this game.
The thing about it is you can't waste any possession. Everything's got to be exact. Everything that hasn't worked and has gone awry for Brother Martin in 3 quarters has to come together in the 4th quarter. So what would you be telling your team right there? Anything special besides that as far as?
I would just keep playing because this is you're going to hit shots. You got to take them. They're not falling. And if they don't, then it's just not our night tonight.
And you know, every basketball team has clunkers, as I like to call them. You just don't want to get them in a playoff game, you know.
Right.
Buddy Taylor lost it, and there's one of the turnovers that Brother Martin needs so badly. Marvin Jones with the dump, and there's the foul as the big man Ray Lawton, 6'6" junior, went up for it. Aaron Johnson with the foul. His first.
Off that steal, Brother Martin has to get it out in transition. Big fella, that has to be the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Well, it didn't go, and that's frustrating right there. Lawton had made 3 of 4 before that one at the free throw line. All of his points coming from the free throw line, and he just missed them both. That one way underneath. Almost looked like it was a little tired when he released that one. These players have been moving up and down the floor. It's easy to get tired in a game like this.
Absolutely, especially if you play at the pace Curtis wants you to play at.
Hard move underneath by LaRon Lewis, and he's bumped. So we've got a foul, and this will be on Ray Lawton. That's his first. Well, everybody's going cold from the free throw line right now. How many free throws do you have your team shoot after practice, or you ask the kids to go in and work on the free throw line at their own time?
We usually we shoot them in between drills, so we like to get them to shoot them while they're tired. Because as you know, in these games, it comes down to free throws in the final possessions.
Now the other way. And the foul's going to be on Parker Dinsdale, his third. This is where Brother Martin needs to be so perfect, and that's the 3rd run in a row they miss. So they could have 3 more right now on the board from the free throw line, and it's just been that kind of day, folks.
Yeah, Brother Martin can't afford to keep missing these free throws.
Had a little extra open, and that one was too much. It doesn't go again. So they have missed their last 4 free throws in a row, but they get the steal. Can they get the points? Stillman, long range, bingo. He's in double digits at 10. He needs a few more like that.
Keep shooting the basketball.
And the press. Couldn't break it. Good pass underneath. And a good layup and score by Aaron Johnson. Well, they're moving it quickly the other way. And once again, Brother Martin just so unlucky. They get the rebound. They're all over the bucket. It won't fall. And finally it goes in for Jace Patton. My goodness. He's almost in double digits today, trying for the steal. And Stillman will draw the foul. His second personal foul. And that's going to be the 4th team foul. So with that, we have timeout John Curtis. And that'll be their first timeout of the game. And that gives us an opportunity here in the 4th quarter to remind everybody that Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. And as Ronnie says, must be a reason. All right, so what's got to happen now? Because you almost feel so bad for Brother Martin, and I don't mean that as announcers, but you see a team doing things right, and even when they're trying for the easy layup, the ball's just not going in. I mean, it's dancing all over the rim.
So, you know, I've been saying this the whole game, that Brother Martin's going to be calculated in their approach. They're going to take the best possible shot that they can take. Now they're going to have to get the ball out in transition, try and score quick buckets, get stops, and then make free throws.
Hey, this gives us an opportunity to tell you that a pretty big honor for the Chris Beal family. His son was one of the winners, one of 3 winners of the Brother Martin High School 2021-2022, the Brother Colin Dugas and Judy Stewart Award for Social Justice and Leadership. And that went to senior Andrew Beal along with senior Elijah Williams, and from the class of 04, Michael Lynn. A very big honor for those 3 gentlemen to win the Social Justice Award at Brother Martin High School. Now they're slapping it around, but the Patriots come up with it, and the finish by Buddy Taylor. 9 points now for Buddy Taylor. From the corner, but the Satyrs, Stillman off.
They've let these guys actually play basketball.
Now the officials are from the Lafayette Association. The referee is Kevin Dressel, and the umpires are Gerard Broussard and Kevin McDaniel. And they got to tell you, folks, they have really called a fine basketball game because, look, everybody wants to see the game. Let them play.
No doubt.
I like the way they're playing. Ooh, almost a steal by Stillman, but he lost it out of bounds. So it stays with Curtis.
Buddy Taylor back in the game, Ken.
Yeah, that's he wasn't going to get too much of a rest, was he?
No doubt about it.
4:07. Hey, during this timeout, we're going to give you a rest. 3 seconds, you had it. You're back in. First turnover, you're going back in, and there it was. Oh, and there's a Buddy Taylor work of art. Just work of art. He's in double digits now with 11. My goodness. And then on this side, a mess up and a turnover. It's just that kind of day.
Again, Coach Lewitt's going to have the ball in Buddy Taylor's hand in these crucial minutes.
We're under the 4-minute mark to go in this game. 3:55, 48-34. Right now, John Curtis cruising by 14. We've got a jump ball situation, and the arrow favors the Brother Martin Crusaders. Crazy. Here's the shot, left side, in there by Patton, who's now got 12. And we've got a foul. All right, let's see if I can get that foul on Jordan West. His first. And Brother Martin with a much-needed rebound. Oh, the pull-up. There you go. It falls for Brother Martin. West. Oh, they caught him sleeping. Everybody uptight. LaRon Lewis down low. And he is now in double digits with 10. Coming back the other way very quickly. Oh, Crusaders need that kind. Lewis with a big rebound. And now Buddy Taylor will back it out. Buddy Taylor with a weave through everybody, dumping it off. And LaRon Lewis with the finish. He's got 12. 52-38. John Curtis Christian. Oh, there's your move to the hoop by Marvin Jones. Won't go. He's fouled, and the foul will be on Marlon Prout. Prout's second. And both teams shoot the bonus, the 1-and-1, the rest of the way.
If I'm Coach Lewitt, I'm telling my guys, we're not shooting any jump shots. We're taking everything to the hole because we're in the bonus to shoot free throws. If I'm Brother Martin, same thing. Try to get out in transition, win the game at the free throw line without time running.
Talking to Coach Bill Lewitt about his past, he said, I've been an assistant at Northwestern State in a couple of places, 14 years in JUCO. He says, I was once on a team. We went into Auburn in the SEC. We were trailing by 14 or 16 late, and we came back and won by 14 in the final 3 or 4 minutes. So that's why you're going to see he's not going to let up. He knows.
Yeah, oh, no, definitely.
Every coach knows.
Every coach knows. And look, you don't want to take the momentum from your team. You want them to continue playing the way they've played to get them to this point.
Well, you know, we've all seen Buddy Taylor play football as a quarterback, and he's a good one, but he might have a decision to make because he's a pretty good basketball player. Next level, he could go anywhere he wanted to.
He's playing like a quarterback. He's quarterbacking this basketball team today.
Well, he just got 2 more. 12 and 13, Arkansas Monticello wants him as a quarterback. Might have some teams that want him as a point guard. Good feet. Oh, you see, look at that. Perfect feet underneath and the easy layup, and it just wouldn't go. It's been that kind of night. Chris Beal with his hands on each side of his face just scratching. He knows. He knows everything going right. It just won't go. Michael Turner couldn't finish. Brother Martin with a rebound, but we're down to the final 2:04, 2:03, 2:02. Shot for 3 is good at that time by Eli Pinchon. So Pinchon with that 3 makes it a 54-43 game. So you got it back to single digits with 1:53. You're not out of it.
Still a lot of time on that clock, man. If they can get to the free throw line and score points without that clock moving, that's going to be very pivotal in this game for Brother Martin.
My goodness. Can Chris Beal pull it out? Well, he's been a long road talking to him about his coaching career. He played at Rummel. And his freshman year, Jim Robarts was the coach. And he said it didn't do too much. And when Robarts left, the coach came in and took over and said, Chris, basketball's not for everybody. And he didn't know he was talking about him. And he said, you know, I'm talking about you.
Listen,
I've thought about coaching.
Basketball's a tough sport to play, man. You have to be athletic. It's tough, man, and a lot of kids don't understand that. But, you know, you can work and become a solid basketball guy if you put in the time.
It's physical, it's tough, but you, as you said, and that's the key. Tell them again, young kids, heck, old kids, high school kids. Listen to Mr. Kirkwood right here, basketball coach, athletics director. If you want to be successful,
you have to put in the time. There's nothing that supersedes hard work.
Pete Maravich lived with the basketball. He dribbled it while he was eating. He dribbled it while he was in class. He would find a seat by a carpet. He dribbled it, walking to school, walking back home.
Imagine if he played with a three-point line.
Wow. Good deflection. And there's a break for Brother Martin. 133, they've got to convert it to the hoop. Off balance, won't go. Slapped up, tipped up, still won't go, and a whistle finally. The foul is going to be on Buddy Taylor. It's only his second. And at the line shooting 1-1 is Jace Patton. 1:27 to go. Can Brother Martin make the comeback that would seem, as we have watched in this game, so unlikely because of the way nothing has gone their way? And let's give John Curtis Christian some credit for that too.
Right. Hats off to John Curtis. These guys have defended absolutely phenomenal tonight. But also, Brother Martin's not hitting free throws. That doesn't help their cause right now.
Now, they've missed 6, 7 now, I think, just in this second half. That would have made a big difference in this game. You'd have a 3-point game if they'd have made all of them. 1:20 to play. Hey, Curtis in no hurry. They can make Brother Martin come out and foul, and that's exactly what the Crusaders had to do. Jordan West will draw his second personal and send Buddy Taylor, probably the wrong guy, to the line because he's a pretty good point guard, a good shooter, and we don't have his free throw stats, but one of the best on the team, they say.
Absolutely.
A 10-point lead. Can Buddy Taylor extend it? He does. And that was just pretty. That's a beautiful stroke on the free throw.
These games come down to free throws. Whatever team can make free throws down the stretch wins.
His last 3 points all at the free throw line. He misses that one. Brother Martin now trailing by 11. 1 away to go. They need some points to fall. Here's a good look. It's a three-pointer, high arcing three-pointer. No by Patton. The follow-up and off the glass. It goes by Pichon. And the 30-second timeout called. With 57 seconds to play, that'll be a 30 by Brother Martin, leaving them with a full and a 30 for the final 57 seconds. 55-47. It's single digits. Wow, Mr. Kirkwood, what happens?
I'm in a huddle. I'm telling my guys it's a 3-possession game, guys. 57.2 seconds. That's a lot of time to create 3 turnovers and get basket. Game not over. Do not stop playing until you hear the horn.
On the other side, what is Bill Lewitt telling the John Curtis Christian Patriots?
Keep the pressure up. Keep putting the ball in the hole.
If you are a very good St. Paul's team waiting for the winner, which team would you rather play? They're both good teams, but based on what the style of play you've seen tonight, which one would you rather play?
I'd rather play Brother Martin if I'm St. Paul's.
Yeah, but
Curtis's athleticism is going to be tough for St. Paul's to match up with.
Yes. St. Paul's with a crushing win over Byrd. 41 points, was it? 69-28? 69-28 over Byrd. 11 seniors on that team. I understand none of them play football. They're just dedicated to basketball, and they're just like a steamroller on an icy hill. They're coming downhill, and they're just saying, we dare anybody to try to stop us. One of these two teams would like to try.
Right, they're a special group. Coach Stale's a very, very good friend of mine. We actually worked together on Rummel's staff a few years ago under Steve Alfonso.
See, talking about free throws, they wouldn't fall down the stretch for Brother Martin. And look at Buddy Taylor just here in this second half. He is now 4 of his last 5 and make it 4 of his last 6 at the free throw line. 56-47, a 9-point lead by John Curtis. Brother Martin with the basketball. Can they hold it? They can't, and we've got a whistle. We've got a whistle and a foul, and this could be on Jace Patton trying to get the ball back of Brother Martin. And it will be his first.
Yeah, John Curtis is in a double bonus the rest of the way.
Yep. And that's going to hurt if they hit the free throws. Mark Johnson at the line does. So it's back to 10. His 8th point, trying for his 9th. Nice stroke for a big 6'4" junior. 9 points on the evening. 58-47. So what do? Just loft up some threes as Jordan West did just there and was way off the mark. Timeout called. So check that, no timeout called. It was a foul. Stop the clock. And this will send Michael Turner to the line.
John Curtis has a chance to extend the lead with no time running off the clock, shooting free throws.
And it's all Brother Martin can do if they don't get the rebound or the shot doesn't fall. And what's helping Curtis is they're hitting most of the free throws. They're probably shooting about 80% here in the 4th quarter.
They're knocking down free throws, which is very critical at these crucial points in the game.
Turner with 11. And he won't get the 12th. Brother Martin with the rebound. They need threes. Let's see who sets up. Stillman off balance. Wow, that's Corey Stillman. And the best of him right there, 13 points. The foul to stop the clock with 27.7 seconds. A 9-point deficit by Brother Martin, trailing 59-50.
Game's still not over, Ken. 27 seconds is a long time, man, especially if he doesn't hit these free throws.
But Buddy Taylor is the guy at the line, and he hits it for his 16th point. High scorer in the game. 5 of his last 7 in the clutch. Buddy Taylor. Stillman's coming out. Got a hand from the crowd here. Hit them both. 61-50 with 25 seconds to go. Well, Stillman got a nice round of applause as he came out on that air ball, 17 seconds. Curtis has just about put the icing on the cake on this one, and it looks like it's going to be John Curtis meeting the powerful St. Paul's Wolves in the Cajun Dome next Thursday for the semifinals, and the finals will be played on Saturday. Other games in progress right now. Scotlandville is playing McKinley, and Catholic Baton Rouge is playing Shaw.
Well, I tell you, Lafayette's going to be getting a good game with this St. Paul's and Curtis.
Ooh, absolutely. You know that Curtis is, I mean, they're just going to run. It's going to look like a track meet maybe out there.
Absolutely. He better make it a track meet.
And we're going to have to drive up and watch that game. That's going to be some fun.
No doubt about it. It's going to be an exciting game, man. Lafayette, get ready.
Woo! Just on that side of the bracket, that's going to be fun to watch. Buddy Taylor's going to be game high with 18 points here. Stillman came out with 13. And now we're down to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this one is over. John Curtis with the 62-50 win over Brother Martin will advance to play St. Paul's next Thursday in the Cajun Dome. And then the winner of that will play in the finals on Saturday, also in the Cajun Dome. Oh, Mr. Kirkwood, let's talk about this game and just take it from a game standpoint first, then we'll take it from each team.
From a game standpoint, I mean, this was a very, very great game. The people got what they're paid for. John Curtis did what they set out to do. They got the ball out in transition. They made free throws. They hit open shots. And they made it absolutely hard for Skillman to get off shots. That was the keys to victory for them. Brother Martin had a long night. They could not hit shots. They were very calculated in their offense. They put the ball in the right spots. The ball just would not fall for them, and they could not hit free throws, which was a double whammy for them.
Remember this, Corey Stillman, 13 points, high for Brother Martin. He's only a junior, and he's the 18th player of the 1,000-point club for Brother Martin, only the 4th player in Brother Martin history to do that before his senior year. He's coming back. This is a Brother Martin team that only had 2 seniors and 6 juniors. Next year is going to be their year. This is a John Curtis Christian team that has 5 seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and an 8th grader. And this is really their year if they can get past St. Paul's.
Correct. I'm going to say this again. Our league is a very tough league. We have a lot of good coaches. We have a lot of good young student athletes. These games are ultra competitive. Our guys are prepared when the playoff time comes because it's a playoff atmosphere for them every night in our district. So hats off to both of these teams. They were both well prepared. Sorry that one of them had to win tonight.
And if you missed this on our pregame show, if John Curtis can go all the way and win a state championship, they would win it joining the girls team that won it last night, their 6th consecutive Division I Select State Championship. No one else has won a Division I Girls Select State Championship since the LHSAA split. And 6 in a row for Coach Tamika Johnson and her team. And now the boys, 2 games away from joining them. How special would that be? Your final comments on this one?
Well, that would be special, but Lafayette's going to get 2 great teams in St. Paul's and Curtis. The other 2 teams that are going to put themselves in position to go to Lafayette, it's going to be fine. If you're not doing anything, folks, drive out to Lafayette to watch these games because they're going to be phenomenal.
As you'll see something really special. All right, I want to thank our crew, Zach Fisher, our producer, and Matt Beal on camera. And for Mr. Kirkwood, the athletics director and head basketball coach at Holy Cross, I so enjoyed working with you. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Check with Crescent City Sports for updates on the broadcast schedule, the future broadcast schedule. For Mr. Kirkwood and that entire Crescent City Sports production team I just mentioned, I'm Ken Berthelot saying so long from River Ridge. Once again, the final score, John Curtis advancing to the semifinals to play St. Paul's with a 62-50 win over Brother Martin, and a dominating win it was. So from River Ridge, good night, everybody.